Hi everyone, welcome to Hair Talk Live. Hope my guy Aaron is out there getting ready to jump on. Such an amazing day here on the East Coast. Let me know where you're at. As you can see, I have a real live model today. We're going to make that hair juicy. I always love these wonderful spray bottles that do such a great job of letting the moisture in. I hope you guys got to see our post letting you know that we're on YouTube now. So I hope you grab your favorite drink. That drink doesn't have to be alcohol, right? That drink is whatever you're fueling yourself with, right? I'm using one of my amino drinks today. Can you see it's blue? Anything that gives you energy, right, in your lifestyle is what we're drinking today. This one gives you tons of energy before you work out. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a super health conscious person, but I'm working toward it. We all got goals for 2021, right? I saw Andrew's on there, and he's going to request to join, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead. Is her hair luscious? If you're loving how luscious my guest's hair is, her curls, go ahead and throw some hearts out there. She's got beautiful, beautiful hair that we're just all dreaming on our hair curl journey. Who we got there? Who we got through? Andrew joined. I waved at you, Andrew. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Hair Talk Live. Welcome this beautiful, fabulous Monday afternoon. I can't say enough great things about it. Yep, we are just nicely saturating these curls. I'm going to go in with a little bit of, I have some Patten Beauty. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Patten Beauty, but I have a little bit of their product here today. Looking like this. We have the pattern, right, in the house. I'm going to talk a little bit about even a company or just like in one of my favorite soothing body washes from this wonderful company called Shea Moisture. They do a tremendous amount of products that are just wonderful for hydrating skin, especially this time of the year. I thought I'd talk about. So yeah, Andrew should be jumping on any minute. I waved at him. So welcome to Hair Talk Live. We're going to get started here in a couple seconds. What I thought I'd do with her hair today was just kind of re-moisten the hair, get it wet. A lot of times when my guests have wonderful curl like this, there may be halfway through a day like today where you've been out and about. The curls are already pretty, but you want to, oh yeah, he wants to be in my video. And absolutely, I want you in the video. And you just want to reactivate those curls. And so I thought I'd dedicate some space to that. You know, she already had the big chop happen in her life. And so I'm looking at those wonderful curls and noticing with that big chop happening that she's got these wonderful, wonderful curls. So a lot of times it becomes about recoiling that hair halfway through the day. So it just really has some standalone bounciness and distinction and iterations when she waves her hair. How you doing, Mr.
Hello.
Bowman?
Hello there. How are you guys? What's going on? Welcome to Hair Talk Live.
We're drinking. We're drinking.
All right. What you drinking on today?
Well, like I said, Andrew, when we go live for our Hair Talk Live episodes, we're not necessarily drinking alcohol like everyone thinks, you know.
Right.
Sometimes we're drinking to creating better health for ourselves, and so
absolutely.
I can't say that I'm the healthiest person out there. I know I'm not. But, you know, we're trying to create longevity.
Okay.
Trying to making those baby steps toward being more healthy. I'm learning things, you know?
Right. Yes.
So my son has taught me about aminos. And so this is one of his favorite amino energy drinks that he uses. And believe it or not, with very little calories, it's sweet tasting. It gives you this crazy boost before any kind of workout or any activity where you need a lot of energy. So it's something that you could drink. Maybe we're in the salon and we've got, like, we're 5 people deep.
Okay.
We haven't had an opportunity to have our break all day long. This might be our go-to drink.
Right. Okay. I get it. I like that.
Yeah. So this is our amino energy drink. And of course, Anything that looks pretty to us as hairstylists, we like to drink it more. So hello.
I love it. I love it. I love it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome over here at Hair Talk Live. I'm Andrew B. Beauty. It's another Monday. It's 4 p.m. It's 13 minutes past the hour. Let's get into some education, Darlene. What's going on with you? What's going on over there?
Well, like I was explaining to my
I
guests.
see we got a live model over there. Hello,
I have
live
a live model over here. She's got this wonderful hair. She's experienced a big chop. Are we in love with her?
I love it. I love it.
In love with her all day long. So what we're doing here is she had a big chop. You can see those wonderful coils to her hair. But like a lot of my guests, you know, after they've had their hair chopped and maybe they're wearing it through halfway through the day sometimes, you know, that hair, they're going out, you know, that evening, or maybe it's day 2 or 3 and they're going out and they just want to redefine that curl, make it pop a little bit. So I went in with one of my, you know, favorite spray bottles, you know, put a little bit of conditioner in it, and I rehydrated the hair, re-moistened the hair a little bit. And then I'm going with one of my favorite products. I know it's one of your favorite products, right? You know, I have the pattern over here. I'm just going to take a little bit of the pattern and take really large sections. And I'm going to just take a little bit of the pattern, apply it to the back of my hand. And I'm going to grab sections of her hair and I'm going to twist it out. And by doing that, I'm going to allow myself to create some definition in her hair again. And that way, it's not making it, I find in a salon, you know, I'm not trying to break it back down to nothing. But I got, you know, I've got that wonderful separation, but I'm not losing that fullness that she had gained at the root of the hair.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me years and years ago when the ladies all would come in on day, like, you know, the first week they'd get their hair done and they'd get a roller set. Okay. And then on week 2 they'd come in and they would just get it re-teased. It was different type of hair.
Yeah, most definitely.
But they get that hair re-teased and re-hairsprayed and just get the ends teased out and restyle. I feel like I'm just restyling the ends of the hair and reapplying the product to do what it's got to do to protect the hair. And that way you get this wonderful, wonderful, lively, shiny bounciness to the hair that will keep it going for another 2 weeks. And that way the hair looks exactly the way my guest wants her hair to look day after day. What are you doing?
Alrighty, so I'm just finishing up on our mannequin that I did last week. This is the Maya mannequin that's provided to me by Pivot Point. Shout out to Maya. Everyone say hello to Maya. Give me some hearts over here at Andrew B. Beauty Studios. So remember last week I was showing you guys the 2 different ways of, you know, basically kind of redefining that curl when it comes to naturally textured hair. I see that you're over there doing some finger coils, you know, working with her curl, applying that product to the hair, making sure that it's getting that moisture that it needs, and definitely going through and giving it that really nice defined curl. But over here I used a 2-strand twisted method and then also the flat twist method too as well to create a little bit of more definition when it came to her curl pattern. So like I said, on the right side of this head I did a flat twist where it's a combination of twist out and a cornrow hairstyle. Basically 2-strand twisted method, and it's basically applied to the scalp of the head. Then on this side, I did a 2-stranded method, just using 2 strands of naturally textured hair and going around, twisting it around each other. So now, as you guys can see, I'm already starting to take the hair out. Products that I'm going to be using today is basically the melanin. This is a multi-use pure oil blend. It is no silicone.
I saw that stuff. I like that.
I love it too. I'm actually using this right now. I love using it on my hair and scalp, and I also use it on my body.
Welcome to Hair Talk Live.
Yeah, I also use it on my body too as well. I love this stuff.
It's,
bamboo oil, argan oil, and plus it has vitamin E in it as well. Where the multi-use comes in it basically detangles, softens, and seals. I'm using this right now just to kind of coat my hand with a little bit of oil. And as I'm taking this, these 2-strand twisted sections out, I want my hands to be nice and lubricated when I'm going through some naturally textured hair. One, it's going to help eliminate that frizz, and then 2, it's going to help still keep that curl defined as I'm taking out this section. So both sections, like I said, the flat twist and the regular twist out section, you can do the same takeout method. I like to start at the ends of the hair, and mind you, my hands are already moisturized, like I said, with that melanin pure oil. You want to go through, split this section in half, and then as you guys can see, I'm already starting to take the ends out, if you guys can see. And then I can just go through and pull out. And then I'm taking that section apart. And mind you, my hands are already moisturized with the oil. I can go through with my hands. Now remember, I was telling you on this side, I'm going to create a lot of width when it comes to that flat twist method. Creating a lot of width. I'm definitely going to pin this up into a style and add some Mykitsch, stuff to the hair at the end. But definitely on one side, when it comes to the flat twist section, you're creating a lot of width when it comes to the hair as you're taking it out. So you guys can see that it's already starting to expand on this side, creating a lot of width when it came to this style. On the other side, you'll see that it'll start to show a lot of height because we use that 2-stranded method on the other side. So like I said, my hands are already oiled. I can go through at the ends, taking out each section. As you guys can see, my section's still together. And that oil is just basically coating that hair cuticle as I'm taking this hair out, eliminating that hair frizz. I'm being very, very gentle when it comes to this takeout method too as well.
Right.
I can go
and you can't speak enough to that, Aaron, when you speak to the fact of how gentle, because a lot of times, especially years ago when it came to highly textured hair, people just like went at it, But the reality of it is, you separate this hair from the ends and work your way up. This hair is delicate. It likes to be treated delicately. It separates beautifully. If it's moisturized correctly, it just literally just languishes and twists and turns right between your fingers, And if you want to coil, like what I'm doing in this coiling method, I'm not coiling it at the scalp. I'm mainly just coiling it on the ends. Why? Personally, I love seeing that texture and feeling that texture at the end, at the root. And so just having that extra body at the root and then being able to control it into the ends and having that extra movement, that bounciness to it. We've been on shoots for hours creating rickrack, where we create this artificial texture at the root, and then here we have hair that does that automatically. And we're taking all that time to pull it out. So to me, I love leaving that in. I love seeing that movement that happens naturally and just appreciating the beauty of it.
Yeah, most definitely. So now I love that you're using Patten Beauty. I just want to just go over what I used last week. So last week this mannequin was saturated. It was washed, of course, washed with the hydrating shampoo by Patten, and then also I played around with the leave-in conditioner too as well with Patten Beauty. I detangled this mannequin using the Jamal Edmunds detangling brush. Great idea for naturally textured hair. Shout out to him. And then I went through with the Patten Beauty curl gel. That one has a really nice cream base to that gel, and I really like it for naturally textured hair because I also feel as though, like, even though I'm trying to create that set hair using that 2-strand twisted method, I'm also creating that really nice cast to where that gel can go through and basically help define that section, give you a little bit more structure when it comes to that hair, especially during these summer months. I love adding a little bit of gel to naturally textured sets because it's going to help keep that structure and that humidity is not going to attack you when you go outside.
Right, definitely.
Most definitely. Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I'm just over here just finishing taking out this section, these sections, this flat twist section. And mind you, I just want to let you guys know that I am using that melanin pure multi-use oil. It's great to help keep that frizz down. It's also helping me keep that definition into that set that I created last week. I let
Right,
this sit.
right.
I let this sit all week, so this is going to be really
Wow. So
nice
you
to
can take
define.
down is beautiful.
Yeah, the takedown is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait. If I keep my hair out of these protective styles, maybe my hair will look like this. But I've been braiding it up because I've been in the gym.
Oh man, you sound like somebody else I know. I have a protective style that I did last week. Last week I had done this. I took my time and I did the knot braid protective style where I went
Okay.
through and I knotted my mannequin's complete hair.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you remember her from last week. You can take a look. So this was all done with knots.
I love it.
Is everybody remembers that? There you go. And a lot of times with this type of a look, basically it's just a cornrow, but it's done with knots. So when you take that out of the hair, and I love that you use the oil. For me personally, I'm going to keep it real light and easy. I find that this type of year, I like very lightweight products for the hair. So this is just a really light oil I'm spraying, if you can see that. It's by a company called Mizani. They have a lightweight oil, and this oil has Shine Extend is what it's called. So I very lightly sprayed that on, and I'm very lightly spraying it on the palms of my hands. And I'll go ahead and I'll emulsify that. I'll heat it up. I'm going to remove that pattern.
Come on, heat it up.
My hand for my last style. I'll get that off there. And then I'm going to unpin this. And I love the way this came out. It was just so fun, to do this look. And it's just such a cool look to wear around. But when you take these looks out, like what you're doing, when you take out these looks after they've sat, you get so much energy out of it. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah,
when it comes to hairstyling,
Yeah, and when it comes to my own natural hair, I love, my hair in these natural two-strand twists. I get compliments, when I put these in or when I take it out. So, you can wear this as a style. Like I said, this was set, last week on the show last week, and I'm just now taking it out so you guys can see this really nice defined texture. So like if you wear this, by itself, you can definitely get a style out of it. You can definitely go to work. You can go do whatever you need to do.
Doing different things. Sometimes for us doing highly textured hair or this kind of work is new to us. So there may be, maybe there's not a comfort level, in leaving your guests to leave the salon with their hair styled like this. Or, in my case, I'm going to, as I look at it, I love the way this side looks. Love the way it looks. So I'm going to remove everything else except for this side. Of the hairstyle. So as I'm taking this down, if you watch me over here, it's going to look more like I'm just, I'm going to uncoil my knots on this side. I have my Shine Extend from Mizani on my hands, and I'm just going to start to take this apart. And as I break it apart, rather than just pulling it and really pulling it all the way, I'm just going to kind of flat, because with making a knot, I've created kind of more of a flat kind of wave. You know how you take your flat iron and you do like that you push it in and create that S, that tap, 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 tap. So you have like that flat S wave. That's the kind of wave that I've almost created. So I'm going to take these out and I'm going to give it that kind of a pulling apart of it, almost like a frothiness. But I'm not really going to just necessarily make it big. I'm going to let it pillow on top of itself, but I'm not looking to make it stand up big and willowy the way I would if it was like a typical braid or if I crimped it by doing a regular braid. Does that make sense to you, Erin?
Right. So check this out, Darlene. So are you seeing how like it's a lot of definition on this left side of this mannequin, pure to the right side? So that flat twist, this is that flat twisted area. So I can just basically go ahead and just leave her hair alone on this side. You know, I feel as though like it's all plumed out. You know, she's
Yeah,
getting a lot of texture. She's already got the volume that I'm already looking for.
definitely. I love
It's
it.
definitely showing off the shape of her haircut, even though she hasn't been cut yet. You know, it still has a nice shaped form. You can see the width of the hair. Let me stand on the side there that you guys can see that width, that just that flat twist alone has created that volume. So this is definitely about consultation when it comes to natural hair too as well. What are you creating with that style that you're looking for? Like, are you creating that height? Are you looking for volume? Are you looking for width? Are you trying to expand or shape that haircut to that person's face? Like, there's always something for somebody when it comes to natural hair. But
Right.
on this side, when it comes to that really nice two-stranded twisted hair, and mind you, I used a lot of Patten Beauty products on both sides of these of this mannequin. So this one has a lot of definition. You can see that the two-stranded twist sections are still in its place and everything. So what I want to do is I want
Welcome,
to go
welcome to
back
Hair
through.
Talk Live.
Hello, what's going on,
Carina, thank
everybody?
you so
I
much.
still want to go back through, just because I took out take out all of the twist and everything. I still want to go through with a little bit more oil, so I'm just going to go through with a little bit more of that melanin pure oil. Recoat my hands with a little bit of oil because I want to have this hair looking really nice and shiny, full of moisture, full of shiny texture. So now that I have already taken out the two-stranded twist on the left side here, I'm going to go through and add a little bit more volume to it. So I'm going to go through and at the base of it, I'm just going to split everything apart. It depends on how you want it, how much volume you want. You can break each section up 3 times, 4 times. It's whatever you want. As you guys can see, it's already starting to expand as I'm starting to, run my hands through it. And as you guys can see, I'm really starting at the base of this hair and then working my way on out. And that section's able to get coated with that melanin pure oil. I can distribute that moisture through the hair, creating that volume and that width just like the other side.
Excellent, excellent. And you know what I love too? I love, and even with the model that I started with at the top of the show, her hair, when you see that juiciness within the hair, when
I
you
love
see
it.
your guests going through that journey of the big chop, and you see they're beautiful, like my guest that was earlier, she has such beautiful curl.
She really
And you see
does.
that the
I was
depth of
jealous.
her natural color, just so rich. And then the way her curls just pop. It's just so amazing when you see that in their hair, and then when they see you take that time to make sure their hair is so properly hydrated, and then of course you're talking to I'm using the Patten Beauty and the Mizani with the Shine Extend. You're using the TG. Would you say the thing called natural tgin? Is that what you're using over there? And I love the fact that you use that on the body as well as the hair. Hello.
I do. I love it.
Hello. And the thing was so crazy with me, I brought this out today because I'm going to show you 2 things. This one is the Shea Moisture. This is their African Black Soap Soothing Body Wash. Oh my goodness. This stuff, don't let it fool you. When you smell this and when you use this, so wonderful for the skin that I thought I just got to bring this out. And I'm so crazy. I grabbed the bottle and I realized I have the empty one. But when you really look at the product line, it really is black soap. Another product that I love in the summertime for my braids and for coiling, this is by Pattern. I love some of the things with certain companies more than others. This is the one thing I love from them a lot. This is their scalp serum.
I have that too.
Yeah, that product does a really great job of letting instantly your scalp feels minty, hydrated. Yeah. But it's not for your hair. It's definitely for your scalp.
Scalp health. Scalp health.
It is scalp health, 110%.
Yeah.
So
that's another component when it comes to consultation too as well. You also, just because you have a naturally textured client in your chair, you also want to maintain the scalp too as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Making sure that that client has the proper moisture that they need to help keep their hair in that nice, healthy stage, and to be able to have that haircut that you just gave them, that curly girl haircut that you just gave them, have longevity. You know, you gotta talk.
I think I'm losing you here,
Keep
Aaron.
them
Are you there?
when it comes to right, yeah, especially when you have trying to keep it healthy. So definitely that's a really big when it comes to healthy hair. That scalp care too as well.
Okay, okay. I'm just giving you guys an up close and personal look. Can you see the iterations I'm getting out of
I
this
love it.
this knot set? Isn't that amazing?
I love it. And look at all this volume that I'm creating over here just with two strand
Love
twists.
that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love
I
that.
haven't even pulled my pick out, any tools out to even start.
I love it. I find that whenever I work with these type of knot set on the hair and in doing that kind of work, it a lot of times, you know, when you do highly textured hair, sometimes in the salon you can feel like it takes such a long time, or it just takes you extra time you have to block out. And sometimes immediately when you are doing the work, you feel that way. But the most of the time that you take and doing the hair initially, you gain it back because in the final style, when that hair dries, it's done, you know, and when they even style it at home, it's done, you know, and so it's not like you have to, you know, when you do other styles, let's say it's a highlight, you take that time to highlight it, then you have to shampoo it, and then you condition it, then you treat it, then you gloss it, and then you look at it, then you know, you have all these steps that you take. Whereas with highly textured hair, you kind of, you look at it and you take your time and you comb it out, and you know, you'll deep condition it, you pre-stretch it, and you'll decide, you know, how you're going to section it out, and you take your time and you braid it, and all that might take a good amount of time. But once it's all done and it's in its place and it starts to dry, you know, basically that hair is there, you know. And as you begin to work and, you know, mathematically, you start to think about how you're going to break down that head form more and more. You gain so much time in being quicker and how you think about the work that you're going to do. It just makes you a master when that head form as to how you're going to cut it and how you're going to have the weight falls of your style comes together. It's just truly, truly amazing. So I just love it. I think I lost Aaron. He's gonna jump back on here, so I'm not done yet. But he should be on any second. But you can see already, you know. Plus, I'm getting so many requests right now in the salon.
I'm sorry,
I have so many people that want texture in their hair. I'm sorry.
We're having a thunderstorm here in Hagerstown.
Oh, are you? Oh
Just
no, that means
all
it's coming here next.
Yes.
And then I was just explaining to everyone, Aaron, like we have so many people that want texture. They're getting body waves. I've had more body waves lately. I've done more body waves this year than I've probably done in the last 5 years.
Really?
And so these type of sets, being able to set the hair and twist it and knowing what I'm going to get in the end result really allows my guests to have diversity in their hair and be able to decide if them taking on having that much more texture in their hair all the time is something that they really want to do.
I am loving that hairstyle.
I'm loving her.
I am loving it, girl. I think that is so beautiful. So as you guys can see, I'm using my Patten Beauty pick, my extra long Patten Beauty pick, going through and creating a little more volume when it comes to this nice 2-strand twisted set that I took out over here on Hairtalk Live. If you guys can see it, the shape is starting to create. I'm going through underneath, making sure that she's full, giving fullness with that look. Mainly inserting my the bristles of my comb straight into the root of the hair and lifting up, letting those ends just kind of kick out, and it's going to add a little bit more volume through that way. You guys see it starting to created shape and create that volume.
Oh, I think she's beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. And you see that there's really no frizz to the hair. I can see the definition still when it comes to my set. And why is that? It's because I took that set out. It's because I let that set air dry pretty much all week. And also I went through and took that set out using that pure oil over there by Melanin. Shout out to Melanin. It has this mannequin looking very, very nice and defined, very moisturized. So now let's decorate this. Let's make this hair look a little bit fun. Playing around. Darlene is over there showing you guys some styles that you guys can do when you take a protective style out. Adding a couple of her pins and adding a couple of braids to accentuate that look. I can do the same thing too as well. We can add some braids to the sides of this hair, add a little bit more volume going over to this side too as well, and then decorate it with some Mykitsch accessories. Like my girl Darlene, she loves some Mykitsch accessories over there on that side.
I do love Mykitsch. They are awesome.
Yes.
Awesome people over there.
So
what I have very simple today, I thought I would do something simple. I have one more of my knot that I'm taking out. Maybe I should do, I'll do it so you guys can see me take it out. So far, she has 3 in, boom. And I'm going to leave these last 2 because I think they're just so pretty. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one more. And again, everybody, these are not braids. They are knots that I am taking out. And they come out very easily. And I'm taking them out pretty, taking my time, taking them out. I'm letting my amino drink that I have for energy work, Aaron, did you get your drink or no?
I did. I'm definitely sipping on a little bit of my pre-workout too as well. But mine's is amino acid and energy. So yeah, because I'm going to the gym after this.
Okay.
We got a little pre-workout drink, so I can't be drinking a whole lot of craziness. But definitely, I definitely want to hear the spot where you got yours from too as well, because that sounds like a really good drink.
Basically, I'm trying to think of these, make them up at home. I figure I shouldn't say everyone. I feel like a lot of people are into their different wines and their different things. And I'm not gonna say I don't enjoy a wine now and then,
right?
But I especially I'm trying to work toward being a healthier person. And so with that being a goal, my son constantly is trying to give me ideas toward, this is what people do. This is what they do going to the gym. This is what they do in their life to help them reach the goals that they have. And, it's easy for me to make hair goals, not so easy for me to make all the other goals, and especially when it comes to health. So They say if you want something, you got to put it out there. So I'm trying to put it out there,
I got you. I love it. What a great start to start it off on Hair Talk Live.
I know, right?
What way to bring it to our viewers? If we're trying it, they have to try it too.
Absolutely. And I was hoping that maybe down there in the comments, they're going to tell me something that they like to drink that maybe helps them.
Most definitely. I love sharing ideas when it comes to
definitely put it out there. They might tell me their favorite drink too, I'm not sure that. But they can tell me what they definitely enjoy. As well toward their workout. So now that I have all of my knots that I want to take out, I'm just going to go again starting with 2 strands. I'm very loosely going to roll it going around. Why? Because I decided that I'm going to just take these 2 very loose, I forget the name of what they're called, but basically my husband used them at the hardware store. He uses them actually to secure pipes. Okay. And I love them. They're not zip ties exactly, but they're basically zip ties. And you get them in black, and they have like a little bubble to them. And so I thought I would wind those away. I think they're such a cool, cute way to create black tie. I find this year a lot of times I'm like, yes, they want special occasion hair, but they don't want to really be overdone. So I find, I'm just rolling that around. And I'm bringing it in. So on the one side, I have my knot braids. Ta-da!
Okay.
You can see that. You see that? And on the other side, I just very loosely roll that hair. In the front, where it's short, I kind of started with crazy loose, super loose 2-strand, right?
Right.
And then I'm going to bring that all down around, and it's just going to be held with one pin. And once I get to that one pin, I'm going to use one of my, you guessed the brand, right?
Mykitsch.
Yes, right? All day long. Mykitsch has these wonderful hairpins. And so I'm going to use one of their pins to hold it at the very bottom, because I'm not looking for anything that's crazy. If I have a couple pieces that kind of pop out of it, I'm okay with that. Right. Because I don't want it to be too overdone. And the nature of what I'm doing in my finished style, let's see if I can get that in there, is going to hold it. Ta-da!
I got you. I got you.
See your shape? Beautiful shape. And then, and because I have, like, look at, if you look really close in the front, you see how that one little knot is still there. You know, so I'm not trying to, like, rip everything out of it. Sometimes we work so hard as stylists, and then when we go in for the change to do something different, we just yank everything out. It doesn't have to be that way, you know? And so then, you see these? They're nice. They're flexible. They're bendable. They have a loop like this that will hold the other end just like that. I can go in with this. And I don't necessarily want it to be like right there, dead front center. So I kind of want it to lilt around the side. And I'm just going to go in, and then I'm going to poke this in and let it kind of wind its way around. So basically the same exact thing, the way I let it roll with the hair, is the way I'm going to let it roll with this piece, with this band. And then when I want to extend it, I'm going to lock it in there, right? Through that circle that I showed you. And I'm going to continue to do that. And it's just so fun. And it's festive. And it's not hard. And your guests will think, wow, how did you get all those little beads in there? Right? And you didn't even put all those little beads in there. And it looks a little bit whimsical because it's all centered. And I love whimsical because that's me. Okay. Right? Hey. And I could do this on highly textured hair. And I could do this on sleek, straight hair. But I love the fact that this is a hairstyle that was how long? How old is it? It's over a week old, like we talked about, right? Mm-hmm. And then, but yet we're able to do something brand new with it. Cool.
So as you guys can see, you see that I already went through and gave this mannequin a really nice anchor piece. I went through and just kind of finger combed that hair out, just kind of removing a little bit of that curl out of the hair, which is great because it created a really nice foundation for my cornrows. So as you guys can see, I just created a really nice little accent braid cornrow, basically. Scalp stitched all the way down to the ends, braided the ends really nice and tight. I'm going to be able to use a hair bobby pin to go in and just kind of move this into that hairstyle. But as you guys can see, I'm taking my Mykitsch tool. Shout out to Mykitsch. Darlene loves some Mykitsch. Shout out to them.
And of course, I'm finishing out with my Tearsheet brush.
Yes.
My Tearsheet brush. I can't say enough great about Tearsheet and the tools that they put out with. If you have a session kit, it should have your Mykitsch tools, and it should have your Tearsheet brushes in it as well.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Just going through and adding some hair accessories to this hair, giving her a little bit more flair.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And as you guys can see, now I have this section that I just kind of went through and just kind of moved off to the side. I can go through and attach this hairpin just to kind of move this, the ends of this cornrow out of the way. I will roll this up into the hair. If I was on set, roll this up and then secure this to the head to where that will be out of the way, and you will still be able to move that hair around, that creating a little bit more shape around. So as you guys can see, the hair still is trying to fall in front of her face and everything. Now I can go through and create a little bit more volume, go through with my Patten Beauty pick and create that volume, force that hair to go onto the other side, and be able to expand that texture on the end too as well, giving this hair a little bit more volume. I'm also setting this style using the H2O by the HRM, I do apologize, styling spray by Mizani. That's going to keep that definition, and also is going to be humidity resistant because we're just going to add a little bit more protection to this hair. All the products that I used in the hair, going back to that Patten Beauty curl gel, that's going to help with that humidity too as well. If she's caught in the rain a little bit, it's going to be able to hold her off a little bit better. But giving her that extra security by going through with that HRM by Mizani is definitely going to hold and lock that color, that style into place. Just judging how I have the mannequin already set right here, I could leave this alone right now and that can be a great shot right there. But
absolutely.
I want to go in and show you guys that, I can use my product and I can also use my tool to force that hair over and create a little bit more volume and be able to lift that root, but not disturb that definition in the curl pattern.
Awesome. Awesome. Love our texture genius.
Yes, we are texture kids today. I am loving it.
Yes. It's like, well, what else we gonna do? Right?
I'm loving today's show. These last 2 episodes have definitely I hope everyone has learned some things when it comes to texture. Just off of our last 2 episodes. I love speaking words of texture. I have textured hair, naturally textured hair. So I love to see people get that that bright idea. I love to see that light bulb go off in everybody's head when you really explain to people what their hair is really all about. Giving them a little bit of hair education when it comes to naturally textured hair, because not every naturally textured person is going to have the same product. We already went over that. Not everybody's going to have that same shape. Not everybody's going to have that same face shape.
Oh, and let's just be really honest. Even for me, I have textured hair, and up until recently, I hadn't really dealt with my hair texture. Hadn't really played around with my hair texture in years.
Right. Yeah.
So because you rely on protective hairstyling, you do what's easiest, and so I still rely on protective hairstyling. But I'm doing more with my own hair texture than I've ever had. And it feels so great to have so many products and options that are available that never, ever in my lifetime were available before. And it feels so good to have that option and just have so many choices and to have so many brands that really actually, before they have brands that were available, but did they work? You know what I mean?
Right.
And now they actually really do work, so I'm so proud and so happy to see that growth and to see that it really can, and be able to speak to it and stand by it. So I'm super excited for the future and to see all that can be done. And I'm also happy, I'm happy to see texture for everybody, because I do see a lot of people that have hair that's on the smoother side, straighter side, being willing, wanting to wear texture, seeing what texture they can get out of their hair as well, and that way when someone does wear their hair in braids, it's not the foreign thing to do. It becomes the thing to do.
Right.
And that's a good feeling too,
Right. Most definitely.
So Aaron, your braids are the thing to do. Who knew? Who knew, Aaron?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? I'm loving the way this is shaped. I'm gonna leave it alone, you guys.
Leave it alone.
If you guys,
as hairdressers, we overstyle everything.
Yeah, we overstyle everything. Sometimes simplicity is a little bit more. I'm still just going through and just kind of taking just some pieces of this hair, of that set out. Just kind of pulling it apart with my hands. Like I said, I did coat my hands with that mineral, with that melanin multi-use pure oil blend. Shout out to them. Like I said, I use that on my hair and body. A great oil to help moisturize people who have naturally textured hair. moisturizing those curls, soaking up that curl, and promoting healthy curly hair.
Right. No, I think so too. So
Promoting
cool,
healthy curly
right?
hair. I'm super, super excited. I hope you guys like this style.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be seeing it. I
We'll
had to laugh the other day. I watched that movie. I'm sorry, what did you say, Erin?
And so we're definitely going to have to show off these looks, these texture looks. You can catch our stuff on both of our Instagram pages. Of course, you can follow me on Andrew B. Beauty on Instagram. I'm definitely here to answer any questions. I love to educate everybody about naturally textured hair. I know it's a little bit early for us to end the show and everything, but I just wanted to get that out the way and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody. I really didn't have any educational classes or anything, but that I wanted to check out. But definitely you can check out everybody that we love over here at Hairtalk Live. Shout out to Sam Vila. I know he has something going on tonight. Over there on his
don't
Facebook
you love
page.
him? Do you
I
love
just
Cynthia?
love it. It's just like
the man is just never
hours
dropped.
Right, hours and hours of education over there at samvia.com. You can also get millions of tools, product, and so much more over there. I'm definitely looking into a couple of his mannequins over there too as well. Shout out to behindthechair.com. I did see that they have announced all their categories when it comes to the One Shot Awards and the Hot Shot Awards. So shout out to them. And shout out to everybody who got nominated this year. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's big, because I know it was lots of entries this year, and a lot of people had time on their hands this year to definitely do entries for that. And you know, it was what an honor. So shout out to everybody who's involved with that and everybody who's nominated for that. So I do believe tickets are still on sale for the that Behind the Chair award show and stuff like that. So go on over to behindthechair.com where you guys can purchase, I would guess, more tickets too as well. But
what do you think, Erin? What do you think?
I'm loving it. I'm loving how you're using that Tearsheet comb to kind of create a little bit more texture too as well.
Oh, definitely.
Creating a little bit more volume. I love how you're using that.
No, I was thinking. I'm thinking. What do you think, Erin? Should we be going live from behindthechair.com?
Oh my god! Come on, let's go. Let's book it. Let's book it.
Let me book it.
Let's book it.
Should we do us?
I can't deal with you, girl. But yeah, is there anything that you wanted to add? Is there anything that you were looking at? Right
oh
now?
Man, what am I looking at? I'm looking at. You know what? Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. I'm looking at staying positive, feeling good. The reality of it is, you know, texture's where it's at. Texture's where everyone I speak to, when I have a friend that is a fashion stylist and a fashion forecaster, and you know, I do so much with color and highlighting and all that type of stuff. I do a lot with weddings and all that's really big. But when it comes down to it, texture's where it's at. And so, you know, the more we can get our hands in it and talk about it and educate about it and play with it and get comfortable with it, that's what we need to do. And when it comes to fashion this year, we need to know it. You know, after coming out of this pandemic, everything's looking oversized, looking big and baggy. Those are her words, not mine. So we all better enjoy that feeling.
Right, that's true.
And get behind it and just try and do things that make ourselves feel good. Because, you know, it's been a tough year.
Yeah.
You know, and if we all think that it hasn't, we're standing with the people who are kidding ourselves, you know?
Right. You're right.
And so we don't want to believe the hype. We want to really be standing in how we truly feel and feel good about ourselves and just enjoy this time, you know, with our family and our friends and take good care of each other and love on each other. And I'm trying to make a point to do that with the loved ones in my life, you know? And I hope everybody out there is doing that with their family and friends too, you know? So, you know, what can I say? We still here. We're going to YouTube. We're doing it live. We're not giving it up, right? My name is
Never.
Darlene Haas. I am a master elite hairstylist. Who are you?
I'm also Andrew Beauty, and I am a master elite as well. You can catch us every Monday at 4 p.m. on Hairtalk Live. We'll be with you guys next Monday. Check us out. You can also check us out on YouTube as well.
Absolutely.
Check us out. We got some videos coming up on there too as well. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Hairtalk Live. We're just doing big things over here. You know,
that's right.
venturing out, giving you guys a different platform so you guys can share our wealth of knowledge when it comes to the beauty industry.
I think my favorite thing about social media, Aaron, is we've been at this for a while, but we're still so young at it, and we have such a long journey ahead of us. And yeah. I love the people who I love the most, and the accounts that I follow the most are the ones that I knew when they were young, and I love watching their journey. So there's still time for people to jump on to follow our journey. So I'm so excited. You know, I'm always excited, but I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that you're a part of this. So I look forward to seeing us next week.
Thanks, girl.
All right, man. We out.
Send me the info about that drink. I really want it.
Okay, just a amino land drink. Come on now.
I really want it.
All right.
All right, girl. See you later.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching us.
Bye.